It's always surprising to me just how fast VTubers were able to become popular. Because I feel like a lot of people forget that just a couple years ago, no one was basically talking about VTubers at all. Around 2018 and 2019, there were just a very small community where there was only really just a handful of them, and not really a lot of people went and watched them. Just for literally a couple years later, especially in 2020, they basically just exploded, and now absolutely everyone knows what a VTuber is. Especially people in the anime community, which I still do think most of their audience come from. Just suddenly out of nowhere, everyone is talking about just these big YouTubers and how they have millions of subscribers and it's just getting crazy amount of viewers, especially Hololive. I remember at the time when more people were talking about that they have this VTuber organization known as Hololive and they have a bunch of members, and I was seeing like clips of them and I had absolutely no clue what it was at all. I was like, what is this? Why is there just some person standing behind a PNG and faking to be an anime character? But to me, that was just something extremely interesting, so I was like, I guess I'll go watch it. It was just kind of goofy and fun to watch, and I just thought it was going to be something extremely small, and it was just going to be like something that wasn't really going to be that big. Well, I was 100% completely wrong, because ever since Hololive ended up becoming super successful and making so much money, because it's absolutely insane how much money VTubers make. I mean, you check some of their streams, they're just getting crazy donations. Some people are donating a lot too. I'm talking about like $250. Like, some people are literally giving away their whole bank account just to some VTubers. Obviously, other companies see that and they're like, man, I want to get a piece of that pie. I want to make that much money too. And then it started a rise of tons of people, rather one, becoming independent VTubers, or two, start their own VTuber organizations. They were everywhere. And because so much VTubers were debuting, it basically became impossible to keep up with all of them. And we're at the point where they are so much VTubers out there that you can think about any community, there's probably going to be one VTuber in that community. And that usually sounds like something extremely good. I mean, since there's so much VTubers out there, it increases the chance for you to find a VTuber that you can watch and enjoy and basically support them. But most positives also come with a negative, and that's actually something that's just not true at all. You know, that just sounded super cool in my head, and then I just went out and said it and it sounded extremely dumb. But let's pretend that what I said was 100% right, so I can sound really cool. And the negative is, since there's so much VTubers out there, it's really hard for you to go and make a name for yourself because the field is so competitive. So because of this, a lot of VTubers have came up with so much ideas to basically market themselves and give people a reason to go and watch them. And one tactic that a lot of people ended up doing, and this used to work back in the day, was basically just marketing yourself on Twitter. If you were a VTuber, you were going to debut, you basically spend every single moment of your life, every hour of your day, going on Twitter and just keep on talking about it over and over and over again. Go like, hey guys, my debut tomorrow. You keep on bringing up your name. So basically, eventually people are going to have to see you if they're inside of that community. And if one of your posts ended up getting extremely popular, well, now you just have a bunch of brand new viewers. And this was one way that a lot of VTubers ended up becoming successful. Another tactic was to go out on Twitter and try to make as much friends as possible, which basically means you see another VTuber who's going to debut and you just message them 100 times like, hey man, I see we're both two VTubers and we want to go and do this. Let's go and become friends. And obviously these two people don't want to become friends at all. They just want to try to get as much clout as the other person as possible, because that's one tactic that so much VTubers do. I wouldn't even just blame it on them. You see so much people doing this in general, where they basically try to become friends with someone who's more popular with them just so they can become a parasite and just leech clout off them. And then usually if they become more popular than them, they just completely ditch them. But those were basically the two things that most people do. But that doesn't really work anymore, especially the Twitter marketing, because now the Twitter timeline is so different now that you really don't see that anymore. The only time where something will go and trend on Twitter is just rage bait. You have so much time where someone will just say something absolutely stupid, or they say something on purpose just so they can get a bunch of people mad. And usually, since those tweets get a bunch of engagement and people are talking about it, commenting about it, usually just making fun of the guy who ended up posting that tweet and just trying to get a ratio, they ended up getting millions of views. That's really the only thing that goes trendy on Twitter, especially nowadays. Now that's something that always happens, but now, ever since Elon took over, that's all you basically see on your homepage. And because of that, VTubers had to try different ways to basically go and market themselves. One way is just spamming a bunch of short-term content, so they'll just make thousands of YouTube shorts or make thousands of TikTok. But one company has decided to be a trailblazer and decided to do something something completely new and something that I have never seen before to try to market their VTubers. And that is to straight up make advertisements and just plaster them everywhere so they can go and market their VTubers. And now I know what you're wondering. Why would a company go and do something like this? Well, because making VTubers are extremely expensive. One, you have to go and find the talent. I have absolutely no clue how these companies find these VTubers. I literally don't know if they're like searching around the internet and they just find someone who just has a little bit of potential. They're like, I'm gonna go and make you a VTuber. Go and sign this contract. So one, finding the people are extremely hard. And when you do find the people, you're gonna need to go and make models for them, because there's a lot of people who believe that if you want to be a VTuber, you're going to need to have a super big and expensive models. So you really see this, that VTubers models just keep on getting more and more expensive, and they get extremely detailed. Even have some of them who are basically solely take place in VR chat, and they're just 3D models with tracking so good that they're basically just moving around like an actual person. So since people's standards keep on going up on how models should look, a lot of other people think that, if I want to be a VTuber, I need to have the most expensive model where I could take out dragon wings and take out demon horns and fly, and I have like 4,000 weird faces just so I could go and compete. So they spend thousands of dollars so they could get this extremely nice design and this extremely high detail model, and then they go and try to debut. And obviously if you're a company, you probably spend over thousands of dollars just making VTubers. Obviously you're going to want to make that money back. You're going to want people to go and watch the VTubers that you made. So they basically try to do anything to market. And their tactic of just making advertisements is something that I have absolutely never seen before. Now, this isn't the first time you end up seeing someone making ads so they can basically go and market their account, except I never really see it work. Every time when I see people do stuff like this, I don't really see them succeed at all. So I have absolutely no clue why more people keep on doing this. But every time when I go and try to watch some VTuber content, like I want to go listen to a VTuber's original song or just check out one of their streams, I basically get blasted with this ad over and over again. Now, I don't know if this works. I kind of think it does because they're still doing it. Obviously, if the tactic wasn't working, they wouldn't be spending this much money on advertisement, because these are extremely high quality ads. And then they also force them to record these like debut videos, which are just extremely cringe and really annoying. But this is just something that I've been seeing, and more VTuber companies are doing this. So I wonder if this is going to become a meta that we're going to see as more time goes by. Is this something interesting, something that I wanted to go and scream about? Anyway, that's your daily dose of useless information that's not going to help you in your life at all, but you are now entertained. So entertained, in fact, that you want to comment, like, and subscribe. Anyway, my name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See you.